Yo, yo, welcome back to the boat. The boat is still afloat. It is January 1st. New year, same pod, different location for me. I'm your host, Michael Smith, hosting out of Lexington, Kentucky today.
Hey yo, it's Marcus J coming from Dallas. Excited. Bears are in the playoffs. NBA is going strong, man. It's a great year already.
Yeah, man, this Darius, man. Nat Towns, a lot of good things. How Bears in the playoffs. IU just beat up on Bama. Yeah, it's a good day for sports. NBA done kicked off, so we here, man.
Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I got a normal basketball NBA on the iPad next to me, and I'd have a TV in front of me. I got a new location today though, so I got the iPad has the Georgia and Ole Miss game on it. And I don't have another TV on. So I was watching a little bit of the Mavericks game before we started. Coop had a nasty fast break finish down the paint, but we're gonna kick it off with "Call Me Crazy." So Darius, go ahead and kick us off with that one. Since
Yeah,
and
man.
we got all three people on the pod this time, so we're gonna kick
Yeah,
it off with
man.
sort of our triumvirate.
Yeah, man. I'm back, man. I'm back from the holidays, bro. Had to had to lock in. Had to take some PTO, but I'm back. Yeah. Call me crazy, man. Call me crazy. I think with these league minimum games, I think we're gonna start seeing some legacies get tampered with. We're gonna start seeing some all-star selections get tampered with. So I think we're gonna start. I don't know. I don't think that it's gonna have the impact that the league hope it has. I think it's gonna do have that impact, but probably cause a little damage along the way.
What was Kenyon Martin's quote about this? I seen a little bit. What was his take?
Yeah, I seen a little bit. He pretty much just saying like summing it up that like how it's gonna ruin some legacies because I mean it was initially meant to kind of deter people from low managing, right? But I don't think it really accounted for, well, what if you get hurt? So now if I'm having a great year, you know what I'm saying? I'm balling, I'm averaging whatever, and I'm in contention for, MVP. But if I go down with an injury, well, I'm gonna miss a number of games. I don't get it because I decided to keep playing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I
Hmm.
think I think it was kind of alluding to that a little bit, last season. I think especially when Embiid was having that great year, then he went down, and then he kind of missed that threshold. So I don't know. I think we're going to start seeing that more and more, where I think the intended target to keep from load management, I think it's going to start affecting more than load management. I think you're going to start messing with guys' legacies, which I don't know. I can see players pushing back. Well, like, well, shoot, well, I'm just going ahead and take some games off then. Like, what's the point of pushing through to pushing through some games and getting hurt? And then if I do get hurt, no control of my own, I still lose out. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like takes away from the momentum of my season. So I can see it. I can see it messing up some stuff along the way.
Okay. Marcus, you go ahead and hop in on this one.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys have heard Chuck's Charles Barkley's take on it. That dude is like solid, like lead, minimum on all NBAs. And I was starting to get to the point where I'm like, it sucks, but how many games would Jokic have to play? Let's say there's no league minimum whatsoever. There's no rule. With the way Jokic is playing, at how many games would we like want him to so that he's all NBA? As the fans and as the voters have, if Jokic played 50 games but he's putting up this stats, are we still putting him on all NBA?
Probably. I mean, it gets hairy, and I mean, I
Yeah,
definitely got some meat on the bone for this one, but it gets hairy.
Here's the issue about comparing it to the past era. If you go back and look at like the all NBA teams from the past era, all them dudes is playing 80, 82 games. There's no like precedent on what this is.
yeah,
The closest thing that we've seen to this is like in the 70, I think it was the COVID season, 72 game season, Kawhi played 50 or 52 and he made all NBA that season. And to me, I was like head scratching. I'm like, I think it was because the talent pool just wasn't that good. And they're like, yeah, we got to put Kawhi on there. And I wouldn't have a problem putting someone like Jokic on there at 50 games or something like that. Because it's like, dang, this is probably one of the greatest PER stat seasons ever. And he's gonna miss it. He's gonna miss it probably by only a few games too, maybe 4, 5, 6 games. But again, I'm gonna stick with the rule only because I think the NBA players abused it so much. So I'm like, man,
Hmm.
if there's some collateral damage, Jokic, Wemby, Giannis for a season here and there, I'm cool with it. It
Yeah.
sucks, but if you miss half the season, it's just that, like an asterisk. Like, all right, Jokic didn't make All NBA, he made All Star. Asterisk, craziest season we've seen, but he's technically not on the All NBA team.
Mm. Yeah, I say I don't know if it's right or wrong, man. I don't know if it's a good or bad thing. I will say you had some repeat offenders, a la the Claw, who just
Yeah.
always found a way to not play. And again, I don't know if it was. I'm not gonna say he wasn't injured. I'm not gonna say he was. I think that he probably was. I think it's probably more toward the injury that maybe he's kind of letting be known.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like you said, I think it's gonna be some collateral damage. I don't know if it's right or wrong. But it's like, how much collateral damage do you want? I think that would be the question. You know what I'm saying?
You
Are
hit
you
I'll say
really going to deter players from not sitting out?
I'll say this. I think there will definitely be times where it affects all NBA selection. I think about again, we point back to like last year, Kevin Durant played 62 games and it's a 65 game minimum threshold. I think it gets overinflated. It's an overinflated argument when we talk about MVP. I'm sitting here looking at the numbers. Guess the number of times that an MVP has played less than 65 games in a season that wasn't shortened.
I'd guess
So talk
once,
about
and I'd
we're
say it's
talking about,
Embiid.
and he played 66, so it's zero. So you look at 2019, 2020, Giannis Antetokounmpo played 63. That's the COVID season. It was interrupted. So that's an
Hmm.
interrupted season. You go
Hmm.
all the way back 2011, 2012, LeBron James played 62. Again, that's a lockout shortened season.
Ah,
Karl
okay.
Malone in 98, 99 played 49, lockout shortened season. So we talk about MVP like the 65 game threshold is going to affect people's legacies. There's never been a time in the history of like literally in the history of the NBA that a guy has played under the 65 game threshold and won an MVP. So I think that argument, while I do think it's hurting some guys on missing out on like defensive player of the year with Wembanyama last year, but he probably when he was playing 41 games, he's not getting that anyways. I think when you start getting to like 63, 64, I think there should maybe be some kind of room for maybe pushing guys over the edge of number of games played, but it really hasn't ever affected anybody missing out on the MVP in past seasons. Because honestly, I think they said this on the Hoop Collective. If you're playing 60 games or less and it's a razor thin margin, I would as a voter give the edge to the guy that's playing 75 to 80 games too. So
Yeah.
Mm.
I
Just because there's
understand the argument,
more of a
but
sample size.
yeah,
It's
and
it's
your availability is valuable.
Yeah.
it's got to be is I think the argument is probably all NBA because the voters, coaches, whatever, they're gonna get Jokic into the All Star game. They'll get Wemby, Giannis, Jokic all in the All Star game. It's gonna be all NBA that's really only affected, and they might say down the road like, oh, Tim Duncan made 16 All NBAs, Jokic only made 15. So who's the more top 10 player? That's where it gets affected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
been
I think
to my bad. One other thing. I've been to probably I go to an NBA game every year. It sucks, yo, when NBA stars are a late scratch.
It does.
It
It
really
does.
almost every game I've been to in the past 6, 7, 8 years, there's been a late scratch, and
yeah.
it wasn't like a major injury. So I feel it, man. I feel it.
I do
No,
because
yeah, I'm with you.
I get it from a team perspective where it's a long season and I get it. I mean, baseball they play 162 games. I mean, Cal Ripken has the record for most consecutive games played, but those guys sit all the time and it's not necessarily a thing. Whereas because you're playing a series, I don't know, but NBA for whatever reason gets picked on when it comes to this. From a team perspective, I can kind of understand it, but from a fan standpoint, I mean, I've been to an NBA game each year, but I would say last 2 seasons ago when Luka was a Maverick, out of the 5 games that I've been to with him being a Maverick, that was the first one that he played. So as a fan,
Mm,
I fully
That,
acknowledge it does suck because you pick that one night you're taking your kids to a game and last
hmm
minute
yeah,
you're told Luka doesn't play, and that kind of ruins the experience for a family. So I get that
You're not
yeah,
completely.
you're not 2 months out checking if it's a back to back or checking if it's gonna be good
No,
rest
right,
time. Like you just pick the game.
yeah,
right, right. You know, no, yeah, I see it, man. I guess I was just thinking, like, man, like, could this go down where, it starts affecting, it starts to, has the effect that they will like as far as, what I'm saying, low management, but can it start affecting just other attributes and awards along the way? And would that actually be good for the game or not?
Yeah, I
yeah,
wondered.
I agree.
Ant missed a few games early. He said he hurt his hamstring, and dude came back like after 4 games. And I did think I was like, man, I wonder if Anthony Edwards isn't like getting enough, actually like healing the injury. I'm like a
Yeah,
hamstring, and he came back 4 games later, and you start worrying
yeah,
about some of these players. Or Wimby, he just hyperextended his knee last night. And he's like, I'm good. I'll be back the next game. It's like, is he
yeah,
rushing so that he could keep his DPOY in consideration in all NBA? Like he gets it. He knows all NBA is at stake. He knows he's winning Defensive Player of the Year regardless, unless he doesn't make that minimum. So part of me
yeah.
is.
I think that's the other side of it too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, is he just saying this so he doesn't have to sit out a game because he understands the consequences? Yeah. So the difference between the past and now is that there just wasn't that many injuries in the past. Like all those
Yeah,
And the
guys,
game and the guys are more athletic. You can say that maybe they played harder in the 80s, but guys are the average speed of guys going up and down the court is way higher. The
hmm
toll that it takes
oh
on your
yeah,
body in a game to game is way higher. So again, I understand like I hate playing both sides, but I understand it from a fan perspective. But like I fully understand it from a team perspective. If the ultimate goal is to win a championship and I gotta sit Kawhi Leonard 10 random nights a season, I'm doing it. I
yeah.
yeah,
mean,
And it worked for the Spurs. That's what they would do. I mean,
yeah,
their load management wasn't really load management compared to now. They called it load
yeah,
management, but they were freaking sitting guys four games a year. It's
yeah.
completely different back when they were
They
winning championships.
real quick too. They know how the Stepien rule is named after Ted Stepien, I believe in 1980, 81. It's where you can't trade picks, first round picks back to back years because he was basically just every year trading his
Just
first
throwing
round
them.
picks. So now you can, yeah,
What
they
team
should
was he?
name the Kawhi. They should, I don't, Cavaliers,
Okay.
Cavaliers. They should name the load management rule the Kawhi Leonard rule. He should literally have this rule named after him.
low key.
Uh, yeah. Oh,
Because I
bro.
mean, I mean, honestly, a lot of this started with Kawhi.
No, it did. It was way back, but it started with him. And the crazy thing is, it hasn't ended with him. This dude Kawhi, call me crazy, bro. The Clippers are back. They will make the playoffs. They will. Kawhi is. They're not only going to make the playoffs. Kawhi
Hey,
is going to make All
real
NBA
quick.
this year.
Did I miss that they legalized weed on January 1st, 2026 in Texas? Did I miss that?
They probably decriminalized it enough. Shoot. I actually think they did. I think that's accurate, but that's neither here nor there. The irony of this season is you might not have Giannis, you might not have Wemby, you might not have Jokic make All NBA. Kawhi is making All NBA this season. I put money on it right now, and I put money the Clippers are going to make the playoffs. Just look who's
Bet
at.
your league pass. Hey, bet your league pass on it. You got to
Oh
pay me
nah, nah,
Darius's league
Yeah,
pass if you don't make
nah,
the if you
nah.
don't
We
make All NBA.
we not
yeah.
there.
So you
Yeah,
ain't
you ain't
that
that confident.
confident.
You
You ain't
ain't
that
that confident.
confident.
If you would have taken my LeBron bet earlier this season, I would have got you back on this one. But here's my argument: the people that are ahead of the Clippers, the Mavs, they suck. Jazz, they're gonna eventually tank by the end of the season. Blazers, still no point guard. Grizzlies, Ja will get suspended at some point, and then it's just playing at that point. You just got to
Have you
beat one of the teams, which is likely going to be the Suns or Warriors. I know it's early, but that's going to be the teams in the play-ins.
but have you done the math? The Clippers have played 32 games. Kawhi has played 22. Out of the
He's already
fifth
gone.
out of the 50 games that are left, that dude is definitely missing at least at least 10 more games.
He's already missed 10 games.
Yeah.
That's, you know what? he misses so
I shouldn't
many.
have even told you that. I should have
No,
made you agree. I should have made
no,
you
no,
agree to
no.
pay on our league pass, and then made you bet because the fact that you say that so flippantly without even knowing
The
you
thing is,
you
he's missed so many games. The fact that he's played 20 games feels like a lot to me. I'm like, yo, he been the game in my mind.
that's like when Zion plays 10 games in a row. You're like, man, Zion's
Did all
back.
season.
Oh,
Still, stamp it, write it down. Kawhi and the Clippers are making the playoffs, and he's making all NBA this season. We were right,
Like I said,
and
if
then
you
we
were
were
that
wrong,
confident,
but we're gonna be right.
if you're gonna say call me crazy with this being your bet you want to hedge, like why not lean all the way in? If you're gonna be crazy, you might as well
just
be
lean. Yeah,
insane.
I mean, I would.
I stopped sports gambling for
I will
2026.
pay
That's my
I will pay
resolution.
your no here to make it fair. I will pay your league pass if he plays and makes all NBA. Darius, I don't want to speak for you, but we can go half or he can go full.
No, I'll take that bet. If he makes all NBA, I'll chip your mic and pay your league pass. If he doesn't, you paying our
Then you
league
got to pay
pass.
No,
both
no,
of
no. I'm good.
ours.
I'm good. I'm good.
Both of
You
Wait,
paying
ours.
wait,
both of
wait.
our league
How does that
pass.
work out? Y'all split.
It's just
I
like
pay
it's both of
extra
ours.
for y'all.
It's-
I, I'm not. Nah, forget that. I'm hedging my bets. Nah, heck no.
Yeah,
I don't trust Kawhi like that.
to say, I don't trust Kawhi
yeah.
like that.
What you're telling me is your convictions are hollow. That's what you're telling me.
I'm just saying it's going to be one of those very ironic seasons, and we may not get to give Kawhi credit later because he might be sitting out. So we got to give him credit right now. Dude has been balling out,
That's not
balling.
that. I feel like that's the thing. Like when Kawhi plays, he's phenomenal. When he plays,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
when he
41 and
plays.
55 here in the past few weeks.
Efficient, super efficient.
That's the
I
only
just feel
thing.
I just feel like if you're gonna stand on business, you might as well stand on business in a suit and not a polo. As well. Go ahead and
Mike don't care nothing about that.
Uh, Quick question, because I've been hearing some crazy takes with Jalen Brown and Kawhi. People have been saying both of them are top 10. But who would y'all rather have right now, Jalen Brown or Kawhi?
I take Jalen Brown.
yeah, because I know he's gonna play.
Yeah,
Fair.
I'll take Jalen
I
Brown.
don't have to worry about him getting the game. Honestly, getting to the playoffs and getting a sore knee, and then we don't hear from him until the
Yeah,
middle of next season.
yeah. I think
Kawhi,
Fair.
yeah,
honestly, he's still bound to do that.
yeah. That's Kawhi's biggest thing. Like as great as Kawhi is, like you're kind of still just like, okay, well, how long do I got it? You know what I'm saying? If I got it for 30 games, you kind of like holding your breath. Like 31, he could be out, and that could be another 20 games right there that he don't play. So
Y'all are not lying.
it's hard. It's hard to really kind of bet on Kawhi.
It seems like the issue it was Zubac. Once he got injured and Brooke Lopez took that center spot and shooting all them outside threes. Clippers are on a 5-game win streak, so knock on wood or whatever. I think they're gonna end up trading Zubac, but that's just me.
Yeah, I agree. That might have been honestly that might have been your craziest take yet. Seeing it. I mean, making the playoffs, I could probably get behind that, like or getting in the plane at least. I don't necessarily
They'd have
think they're gonna get
yeah.
in the playoffs, but making the plane is very feasible. I mean, the teams they got to jump
Yeah,
over. I mean, they're still pretty low in the standings, but they're
Yeah,
only
that's nothing.
2.5 games back from Portland, and Portland's kind of been suspect since honestly since your boy Drew's been out.
Yep.
Denny Avdia is playing his heart out and playing balling out, but if you tell me they can
they
get into the play-in and all they got to do is catch up to Memphis and Portland, it's feasible. Just Kawhi's not playing
yeah
65 games.
yeah. Memphis just I mean not Memphis. Portland just they just don't have enough, man.
Not this
Ja
They
did
got
ball
yeah
out. Ja got 40 last. I think that was last
yeah
night
yeah. I
or night
saw that.
before that.
Yeah,
with an L.
he
Yeah,
did
I
take
mean
an L, but he got 40.
he was hooping though.
Who did they
That was two
play?
nights
Was it
ago.
the
It
was
was
it
Philly.
Sixers.
It was Philly
Sixers?
because
Okay.
Edgecombe hit that
Your
three
boy
to
VJ hit the three over him for a game.
Yeah. Hey, that boy gonna be cold, man.
yeah.
That boy gonna be tough.
Well, call me crazy, but the Spurs got McDonald's at home, and I say that to say they got all they need right now. I know I've been saying that they need to trade De'Aaron Fox. I keep punting and pushing that date farther out because I think he's the calm in the storm in the sense that they need his presence of who he is, maybe more than they need him game in, game out, like what he does for them. Because ultimately, I still think Castle is the dude you need to build around. I think Harper is going to be a better player than De'Aaron Fox, but it's still so early that Vic's timeline, I don't know that he's going to be a 15 to 20-year player. You got maybe 10 to 12 years to capitalize on. You need to get as many cracks at the bat as possible to try to get a championship within his window.
Wait,
So
wait, wait. With the
I
who
don't
window?
within Vic's window
What do you mean?
He's saying he's
because
injury
I don't
prone.
think I'm I don't I just I think I don't think he's going to be a guy that we see in 2046 that's going into year 20.
Praying on a
I just
downfall already.
I think
Dang.
I want to see it. I
You don't
truthfully
think
do.
so?
I mean, he takes care of his body, but it's just like he's 7'5". We don't have another example of a guy that's 7'5", and I know he's a freak. And if anybody could do it, it's him.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't place all my stock in the fact that he's gonna play 20 years. Do I want to see
Mm.
it? Yes. Do I think he can do it? Yes. But if I'm the Spurs, I'm not gonna live in a world that's saying, you know what, we got this guy for 20 years. I'm gonna operate on the next 10 to 12
Mm.
years, and I need to maximize my championship window within those 10 to 12 years. So they're honestly, I mean, the fact that they beat the Thunder the way that they have been, you can't say that they're not a championship contender this year. So I think anything that they do needs to be around the margins. It doesn't need to be a big shakeup where they go after Giannis or they go after like they could go after Laurie Markkinen if they don't have to give up a key piece, but I don't think they need to sacrifice I don't think they need to sacrifice their future building blocks to try to make a big move for a star right now because I do think De'Aaron Fox is that that yang to Vic's yin.
Mm.
You said Foxes?
Fox is right now, yeah.
Yeah, I think that the whole conversation about this year is dependent on how you feel about Fox. Because I think of all the point guards, maybe aside from Ja, of the past like 5, 6 years, he's probably had like the highest and lowest range of elite point guards. Like when he got sacked to the what was it, to the playoffs and balled out.
Yeah.
People were saying he was like top five point guards, but then there's been some lows where he's closer to like 15, Like people
Yeah.
would take James Harden over him right now. So and I'm probably somewhere in the middle. I probably think he's like a 9 or 10 range point guard. But he balled out the one playoffs he had. So yeah, I'm kind of rocking with it. But if Giannis
And
comes
and
back,
and and to your and to your point though, I'm not saying he needs to be a top 3, 5 point guard for them to win a championship. I
yeah,
think him being what he's been, if he can be what he's been this season for him and be a closer, that's what they need, honestly. Because you're not going to put Dylan Harper in that spot and just hope that come playoff time he's not going to shrink under like a raisin. Like I think he's a good
yeah, he
player,
definitely.
but you just don't expect you can't expect a rookie to come into the playoffs and be like a cornerstone piece for you going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I think Fox
Mm.
got to give out like Jamal Murray production, playoff production, for it to work. Because I mean, you said that about Harper. I don't feel confident about Vic dominating in the playoffs in his first season. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know, man. I go back and forth because I do feel like they are very guard heavy over there. And right
Yeah.
now there's just not enough minutes. So I think at some point you have to decide, all right, who you gonna go with? You know what I'm saying?
And I still agree with that.
Are you
I
gonna
still agree with
roll
that.
with Fox and Vic and Castle? Are you gonna roll with Castle, Harper, and Vic? Like, so I think at some point you have to decide who you're gonna roll with. I think if you're trying to make a playoff run, I can see them holding on to Fox for that playoff experience.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let's say they
Hmm.
get there and holding on to him for that playoff experience, and then let's say they lose in a quarter, like right before the conference championship or something, or they make it to conference championship. I can see them possibly letting him go after that. You know what I'm saying? But I think at some point you do have to decide, like, okay, what are we doing? But I don't know. I feel like Fox, if I'm taking point guards, I feel like he's a top 15 point guard. I don't know 14.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't name 14 other guards like better than
I
him.
think we agree. I think we agree. I think we all think he's a top 10 to 12. And I fully
Mm,
agree with you. And I still stand on the hill of eventually Fox needs to be the one that gets traded. I just think if you're going into the playoffs and your goal is like, yeah, it's crazy to say they're going to win a championship, but if your goal is like, hey, let's try to get to the second round, maybe get to the Western Conference Finals and get that playoff experience, you're not going to get that far by having Harper in his rookie season being the point guard. I think you need Fox's
No,
experience, and I
you
think
do.
the only way they're getting Giannis is they're mortgaging every tradable piece that they have. So
Yeah.
Harper.
that's why I say they got McDonald's at home. I think if you can go get like a tertiary piece or like a key role player and like flip Keldon Johnson and like some picks for like a really high level role player, then yeah, do it. But I just don't think you need to go big star hunting right now.
Well, that's where
Yeah.
I would probably disagree. My only exception, actually, it would be Giannis. If they said Giannis for Harper and make it work with the filler, I'd do it. It's too tantalizing for me, bro. I'm an NBA fan. I want to see the freaks. I want to pause. I want to see. I want to see
Hey,
the
you trying to
Greek
go to
freak.
Magic City? You trying to
I
go to
want to see
Magic
the
City?
Greek freak and the alien.
Lemon pepper Lou?
And maybe it's because
Hold on. Time out. That is wild. I want to see the freaks. That's how you start.
I
That's how
meant
you
the
start.
Greek.
That's how you start your 2026 off. That's okay. Hey, man. Hey, listen, free country, brother. You can be who you want to be.
This is why we got
Love.
soundproof walls so my wife don't hear me.
Hey. Love who you want to love, bro.
Cash.
Hey, man. I got you. We support. Hey, me and Mike support you all the way, bro. I
Stop
got you.
it. Stop it.
That's a wild. That's a wild boy.
Said
I'm
I
just
want to see
saying,
Giannis. I want to see Giannis. I want to see the freaks. Like
I'm
stop.
like, whoa, that's aggressive.
whoa there.
Hey man, hey look, just know we love you, big dog.
Man, Spurs aren't my team, so I just want to see an experiment, man. I would love to see the the Twin
This
Towers
man,
of new.
this man said he wants to see a Twin Towers freaky experiment. Is what he just said.
Hey, brother. Hey, I don't judge you, man. I support you, bro.
I quit, man. Forget it. Just trade
I
them.
support you. I support you.
Just trade
Oh,
them.
Man,
hey, I support you.
hey, the boat is still afloat right now. So before the boat sinks, I'm gonna go ahead and move this on. Let's with it being a new year, I'm not much for resolutions. I'm not much for really like having goals for New Year's. But let's talk about like maybe like some famous or favorite New Year's memories, or even like what your outlook is. It doesn't even have to be a goal, just like, hey, here's how I would like for my 2026 to look. Or hey, it could just be like let's chop it up and talk about some favorite New Year's memories.
Man, I don't know, man. Well, apparently Marcus want to see the freak, so he got to jump on his new year. So hey man, you go ahead and kick it off, bro. What else you want to see, man?
Yeah, so me and Mike talked about it a little bit last week when you were on your Kawhi PTO, but uh, I the old man injuries, man. I got back to hooping this year. I was happy about it. That made my year, to be honest. And the only thing like watching more than the NBA is playing basketball. So getting back to hooping, and I'm yep.
The only thing he like more than the NBA is watching the freaks.
Hey, hey, freaky Marcus, man.
I was back on the court, and I am kind of the nerd that me and the wife we spent 3 hours doing New Year's resolutions. I found my match made, match made here on Earth. She also likes doing the resolutions, so we did all that. But screw all that, man. It would be a good 2026 if LeBron retires. I'm dead serious. I'll be happy. Forget my goals, forget my dreams. I'm already I'm secure who I am. If LeBron retires, it was good. Forget my work,
So,
forget my
Hey,
job, forget all that
it
other
it,
stuff.
it is 9:55, 9:56 Eastern time. So we are approaching 22 hours in the day. And
his hey, that,
I will guarantee you that LeBron James has not thought about Marcus Jackson a single second of those 22 hours today.
not
A
at
single
all.
second. A
Not
single
at
second.
all. Not at all.
The way this man
The real
crosses
estate
your
that
mind.
the real estate he owns in your mind, bro. He can get another tie. He can get another property on Nike's campus. The
Lord.
Hey,
real
that
estate
hair
that he
that
owns.
that hair that hairline gonna go back a little bit more. He keep he own any more real estate.
Mercy,
I'm just being
mercy.
honest. I'm a happy man. I got God, I got a family, got good friends.
You
LeBron
say you're
hasn't
happy.
retired yet.
You
That's the
say you're
only
happy,
thing.
bro. Let's
That's
talk
my
about it. Let's
thorn in
talk
my
about
Bruh.
it.
flesh.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, no, so I mean, I ain't gonna cloud you too much. I want to see LeBron retire for the sake of I want to see him retire not being trash. Like I want to see him retire, knowing that he still has an impact on the game. You know what I'm
So in that case,
saying?
Marcus, you should want him to go another year.
No, because I fully believe he'll be trashed through the rest of the year. So I want to see him
I don't.
retire
Let's say
being trash.
I don't think he's gonna be trash at all.
We'll see.
I don't think he's gonna be trash at all. But I do think we're approaching a time for like him, the KDs, the Stephs, the Russ. Like I think it's just, again, they can retire when they want. You know what I'm saying? What do I know? You know what I'm saying? If he still feels up that he wants to get up and go work out and go, get buckets, hey, do what you got to do. I just don't. I feel like at this point he's definitely playing for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not. I don't see him winning for. I don't see him winning another ring. That's not gonna happen. I don't see. It's like, what other record are you trying to break? You know what I'm saying? Like,
More
so I
records.
right, clearly. So I just feel like at this point, man, he just, he playing for the love of the game, which, I ain't mad at him. Keep doing it as long as you want to do it, your body can do it. Um, but I do think at some point it's like you get to a point where I feel like it's like, all right, bro, like we get you great. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of time for you to move on now. You know what I'm saying? Like I still don't want to see, don't, the old man trying to, it almost looked like the old man, like, man, back in my day, I used to do this. I still got it. It's like, all right, bro, it's time to go ice your knees, go, go be with your wife and your family. It's time to start unlacing them, man. So,
Yeah, I agree that I would like to see him go out this year because he's on the last year of his deal with the Lakers. I would.
yeah.
The reason I don't think it's going to happen is because he hasn't announced it yet. And
Yeah, I don't think so.
LeBron loves the pomp and circumstance,
He
and
does.
he's gonna want a full year to have every single city throw roses at his feet. So I
You don't think
don't
he could do that at All Star break, announce it at All Star, and still,
I,
I don't know if he'd
know.
see all
I
29
was,
No,
teams.
Kobe announced it like 6 games in. I think he's gonna go into a season saying this is my last ride.
Mm.
And I just don't want to see him end up on like the Knicks or the cat go back to the Cavs or end up on some random team because I really don't want to see him go back to the Lakers because I just feel
yeah,
like that's just putting more pause on them building around Luka for the future if he goes back there.
yeah.
But as far as New Year's outlook, I think yeah, I mean I don't think I told you guys. I told you guys. So I got a new position in the same team
Yes,
that I'm
sir.
that I'm with Nike. So working with colleges. So I just say I'm excited to kind of tackle that. I'm excited to kind of get my feet wet, understanding this new role, getting to travel, do hopefully keep the same amount of travel where I don't have to be gone too much and still want to be obviously involved in my family's lives and be just as engaged as ever. But definitely excited for this new role. So yeah, I think that's my outlook is just being excited and looking forward to the new position.
Man,
Yeah,
forget
man.
forget them family. Be here for the pod.
This dude. This dude
Let me
that's trying to
out.
see. First of all, this dude that's trying to see the freaks gonna tell you what to be here for. Like what he's here for is very questionable. But
I ain't got no kids. I can do it.
yeah, clearly you sure you ain't got no kids. No, man. I'm excited, man. See how the pod taking off, man. I think
Yeah,
we getting a little better. We getting a little more comfortable doing it, and yeah, man. I think a good 2026 will be seeing what the next step we can take to what I'm saying, just make the pod more fun, man. We're not trying to be anybody else. We just try to be ourselves. We not ex pros or anything like that, who will want to listen to us. But hopefully we can just kind of be those neighborhood brothers that people just like, man, like, yeah, they cool. Let me just see what they talk about, So that's
and
that.
hopefully not attract the freaks.
Yeah, please don't attract the freaks,
Hey
because
man, if they subscribe, and we'll take whoever. There's you gonna have another daughter. You on
whoa.
two.
This
You
man,
go,
this man said Rahab was a prostitute and was loved by God. We like we take
First of
everybody.
all, first of all, man, don't be talking about freaks and then start talking about my girls, man. Come on, bro. I need you to relax. This dude talking about freaks, you gonna say, Darius, man, about your daughters. Nah,
We
relax,
need we
relax,
need we need a clear delineation.
relax. Right, relax, bro.
We're gonna
Oh,
put
oh,
that. We're gonna put that. We're
bro,
gonna put that. We're gonna put that in a box with my mama's.
bro, you almost had me book a
And we're
book
gonna
a
throw that in
flight.
the ocean.
Right, you almost had me book a flight to Dallas, bro, just so I can meet you on the front porch. You're like, yo, you gotta put your hands up, man.
I never.
You gotta put your hands up, big dog. Talk about my babies, man. You know what I'm saying?
This man
Right,
says speaking. This man says speaking of freaks.
right. This man wilding, brother.
I would
You know, oh man, I gotta get you on a list. You
love.
wilding out here.
God bless him, man. God
We
bless
are
him.
not we're not redacting anything from that list.
All
Well,
right.
let's like I said, the boat somehow is still afloat. So let's keep it moving because we liable to sink
It's
at this point.
yeah, we in
So
dangerous
who
territory.
so as far as who put us on notice, we're just gonna roll through these. I'm gonna say Michael Porter Jr. He's averaging about 28 points a game this month, or I guess for the month this past month in December, I should say. I put this man on notice. I think I put the Nuggets on notice a few months ago in our pod because I just was amazed that their PR team could keep this man under wraps the way that they did and hide this man in plain sight. But the man's been balling. Like
He is.
I would say if the Nets weren't as bad as they are, if we're not paying attention to just that, we'll get to this one in a moment. But he could be an all-star, and I wouldn't be mad about it. So
Yeah,
he's definitely living up to the billing. He's not just spotting up hitting threes. He's like getting it done from the inside, the outside. Like he's showing a full repertoire on the offense on the offensive side of the ball. So he's definitely put me on notice in a good way now.
Is he the closest we've seen to like a KD?
mm,
Eh, I mean, if he was this version of himself early in his career, I think yes. I think that's who he was projected to be. I think he has the talent if he didn't have the injuries and if he was already able to kind of live out the fulfilled version of himself where I do think he's starting to kind of pop now, but I just think it's too like there's only one KD. Like it's not like
yeah,
guys just growing that guy just grows on trees. So I'm gonna
yeah.
say no.
Gotcha. So he's like the Vince Carter of MJ's.
He's he's the he's the
Michael Porter
he's the
Jr. of
he's the
MJ's.
he's the Harold Miner of KD's.
Lord, Harold Miner. Where'd you come with this? That's
I,
crazy. Nobody
They called
knows who
them
you're
they
talking
call
about.
they because they called him Baby Jordan for like half a
they
season,
did.
and
They
then they were like,
did.
yeah, no.
I
So
know
if
who
he's
Harold
if
Miner is. I did not know that fact. Lord have mercy.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, they
that's why I
did call
say
him Baby Jordan.
so if you're calling him KD, he's the Harold Miner. He's
Yeah,
not close, but if you squint your eyes from 1,000 feet, you
like
might
three
think it's
games.
KD. Yeah, you might think it's KD
Uh,
I mean,
until he does some
see,
conspiracy theory.
they both be on podcasts too. So
I was gonna say yeah. So they might curious KD.
not curious, Katie. I mean, like I think he's on a team where he can just roll. I mean, I think the reason he couldn't do that on the Knicks, I mean not the Knicks, on the Nuggets is we got a Jamal Murray and we got a Jokic. So you need to fall in line. Who else? I'm just like who do he has to fall in line to in Brooklyn?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like what's my homie name that was trying to get paid?
Cam Thomas.
Cam
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 Thomas?
Thomas.
Come
Thomas.
on now.
Yeah,
Get it off
I
the
think
rim.
the only like solace that I give MPJ is a lot. I feel like a lot of dudes in the NBA can put up high scoring numbers on a bad team, but he's shooting dang near
He's
50% from the
efficient.
field. So he's
Yeah,
Facts.
efficient and he's shooting like 40% from three. So it's not like he's shooting 35 times a game and putting up almost 26 points. He's doing it efficiently. So
Mhm.
I would love to see him honestly end up in Detroit. I feel like he would be the perfect fit there. I don't know what it would take,
Mm,
but that would be a perfect role for him.
that would.
Well, that's
I
my.
think honestly, I think he could be the fit that can take them to a championship team.
You are 100. Nah,
He
I
could be
agree
the
with
fit.
that. He would definitely be that dude. And I think it would be a great fit with Detroit, and that's my put you on notice is Cade Cunningham, man. A lot of people are getting love and saying like, hey, if these guys all NBA fall off the all NBA team, put Ant on there, put JB on there. If the top five guys fall off all NBA team, the Jokic, Giannis,
Yeah.
Shea, Wimby, and Luca, if one of them don't make it, Cade is my feeling. The last 4 games, he's put up 27-11, 27-9, 29-17, 23-14. He outdueled Luka head to head, matched him with assists, outscored him, and he shot better. Um, he's that guy. He's the reason why Detroit is still number 1 in the East and number 2 in the league. So he's carrying that team's offense, and he's not a slouch on defense either. So
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah, I'm going to say, man, my push on notice is Jalen Johnson. I know that Marcus loves this guy, but I'm kind of just looking.
beast.
I'm looking at when they like I'm just looking at this dude's stats. I mean, like 24 points a game on 53% shooting from the field. Like I hate to say it, man, he's making a good case that I don't think if they say, yo, we don't want Trey anymore, he's making a great case. Like, yeah, this is my team. You need to build around me. And
Facts.
I hate saying it because I feel like Trey gets so much disrespect. Trey gets so much disrespect because for Trey to be an undersized guard, like he's still him, and
The
he does
record is
not.
awful with him though.
Oh,
It is
it
awful.
is.
They ain't won since he came
They
back,
they
right?
they're gonna trade that man. They're gonna change his name from Trey DeBarge to Trade DeBarge.
Lord.
That
The
was
man, he
okay.
looked like a DeBarge. He looked like Chico and all the DeBarge brothers.
That was quite the dad reach there, Mike. You definitely got kids. That was that was quite the reach. But I'm just looking at this dude. I'm just like, yo, he's been in the league 4 years, and every year he's gotten better. Like
Yeah.
every year he's gotten better every year, and I think he's proven that you can build around him. I think the question would remain is, can he be your number one on a really good team?
Yeah.
I'm not
Facts.
sure if because I feel like to be a number one, that's really hard to do. It's not many
Yeah,
number ones in the league. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So it's like, I don't know. Can he be? I think time will tell. I think he has to actually have a good team to be. Well, they have to actually build that team structurally wise, and he has to be heavily contributing to wins for that to, and take them far. Um, so I don't know. I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. But what I will say is he's definitely showing that he could be at minimum a 1B. You know what I'm saying, on a really good team. You know what I'm saying? Like if he got another superstar with him, they might be another Detroit Pistons, man, where they're just kind of killer. You know what I'm saying? They're just kind of unassuming. So I don't know, man. I feel like he's just making it hard for Atlanta to not trade Trey.
Yeah.
If they really want to come off his contract, which sucks for Trey because I'm a huge Trey fan. And I feel like Trey gets a lot of disrespect. You know what I'm saying? But I also understand he's undersized, man. He's kind of like a liability on the court, especially on the defensive end. But the offensive firepower that he brings is still crazy. But this dude he's wildly efficient too.
He is.
yeah.
He is. I
The
So
hope he
one the
wins.
one thing I
I hope he wins Most Improved Player, and because he's playing the same exact minutes per game last year through basically the same amount of games. He had that injury at 35 games last year. He's played 31 games and he's up 5 points. He's up
mhm,
3 assists,
mhm.
another rebound, dang near. Like, yeah, I hope
Like
he.
all of his stats has increased. And like I said, he only played 30, he actually played 36 games. So he only played
Oh yeah,
36 games last year. We at game 31. So what's to say what this look like at game 82? Is he averaging more than 24? Is he close to averaging 30? Like all I know is they better open their checkbook if they want to keep him.
X.
yeah. I think, and I'll add one thing to that. I think his I think he is a 2. I think they still do need a 1, but the counterpoint to that is this team was not built around him specifically. I think they built this team to be what is the best version of the Hawks that we can put around Trey Young. They did
Yep.
not
Mhm.
build this team to be like, what is the best version of the Atlanta Hawks that we can build around Jalen Johnson? So he's putting up these numbers. Yes, Trey was out, but the team wasn't built to maximize Jalen Johnson. So he's putting up these numbers without a team that's even built to like optimize his skill set. And he's putting up triple doubles right and left. So that's the one kind of saving grace that I think you could put to him maybe being a number 1. Do I think he's a number 1? No, but I do think he's a high level 2. Um, but yeah, so that's a very good put you on notice. So we are going to go ahead and transition into the Stuck on the Boat draft. So tonight's draft topic is first time All-Stars. So we're going to essentially draft guys that we think from top to bottom are going to be um, the first pick for first time All-Stars. So normally, if you listen to this pod, we do 4 picks. We're still going to do the snake draft, but we're only going to do 3 picks. Marcus would disagree, but I think we're going to start scraping the bottom of the barrel if we try to do 12 first time All-Stars. So
You a hater.
I'm just saying I'm not trying to pick Dennis Schroeder as my 12th first time All-Stars. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and keep it high level. So the order of the night is me, Darius, Marcus. Again, we're still gonna snake draft it. This one is somebody that I feel like should have been an All-Star already, but he just never came into the season really at that level that he was at in the playoffs. So I'm gonna go Jamal Murray with my first pick.
Knew it.
Okay. Jamal Murray.
Felt like
Okay.
he, for sure. Yeah.
All right, so it's on me. I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off and go Mr. Austin Reeves up there in LA.
All
All
right, you
right.
got 2.
Oh, I know.
Offense, I served it up for you.
Yeah. I think Jalen Johnson's a more surefire than both those guys. Austin Reeves is a little injured. Jamal Murray will probably make it. But Jalen Johnson's in the East, and he's putting up triple-double numbers, so he's my first pick. And then I am going to go with Chet because I think if you are number
That's a good
one
one.
in the
Yeah, that's a good
NBA,
one.
if your team is number one in the NBA, they got to give you 2 All-Stars. It's
Oh,
not
for
really
sure,
based off
for
his
sure.
performance, but more so just off the principle.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
he's good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and double. I'm gonna take it home, and I'm gonna go Josh Giddey.
29-9 still.
Mm-hmm.
9 being never mind.
Leave Buddy alone, man. Leave Buddy alone. Leave Buddy alone.
Yes,
Jesus.
babe.
I'm gonna go ahead and pretend that this guy is injured for as long as he might be injured. I'm gonna go based off how he was playing when he got injured. So my first pick is gonna be Franz Wagner.
Good.
My second pick is between 2 guys, but I gotta go with my who put you on notice, and the East is just weak. So I'm gonna say Michael Porter Jr. makes the All-Star team in the East.
Okay. This is kind of tricky because no, I'm gonna go with I'm going with the Thompson twins. I'm gonna go with Amen.
Well, so you're gonna take both?
Yeah, I ain't gonna take if we have 4, I would have took both, but I'll go with Amen.
They're on my Amin was on my list for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'll wrap it up. I'm gonna go with Denny putting up like 25, 6-6 or 26, 6-6. If Portland win a few more games, I think he has a chance of making it. Plus, they have that whole
Okay.
international thing going. It might work out.
There's still some meat on the bone. So let's see who did the homework. Go ahead and give us a fourth.
All right. My fourth would be. I feel like he was on the border last year, so I'm just go on the border this year. If the Heat can keep the record strong, I'm going Norman Powell.
That
That was my next pick. That was my next pick.
Go Norman Powell. I
All
stay with
right.
the underrated.
So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go back to Detroit.
Yeah.
I'll go back to
Yep.
Detroit. You want to go ahead and say my pick, Mike?
No, you go ahead and say it. You go ahead and say it.
I know you think I'm gonna go with the other Thompson twin, but I'm gonna go with
No,
Jalen
no, that's
Duren.
not that's not who
Duren.
I wouldn't have said Thompson 20 if you gave me 50. Like he ain't an All-Star yet.
That's jacked up, bro. He's gonna be all defense at least something.
Yeah,
He will,
no,
but that's a big difference between being an All-Star.
no.
I
but
like his game, but he's not an All-Star at all.
no,
yet.
but the only reason I said that because I said the Thompson twins previously. That's what I said.
I know, but I knew when you went back to Detroit, I'm like, there's no other dude on there that's legitimately an All-Star other than
Yeah,
Duren.
I'm
So
gonna go Jalen Duren,
I
man.
knew that's where you were going for sure.
If Detroit stays at number one, he might have a shot. He really might. He slowed
Yeah.
down a little bit, tiny bit.
Who Jalen?
Yeah, he started off the year hot.
Yeah.
He slowed down a little bit last 15.
Yo, he honestly, man, he's like I feel like, man, he's like a better Ben Wallace to me. but like just more offensively gifted. But he's like the same, like just from that same cloth, bro. And he's a monster, bro.
He plays with force.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Yeah, this is where it starts getting spooky.
You got a few.
Um, I don't know, man. There's not very many that I feel like. That's where I felt like I could give you probably 11. When we start getting to 12, we start getting a little hairy. But for the sake of me speaking ill on him before, the fact that Phoenix is in seventh
Hmm.
and he's averaging 21 points a game, like he's not my favorite dude, but I mean I got to give credit where credit's due. I mean the man is averaging 21 and a half points. I'm gonna go Dylan Brooks would be my
You
fourth
got
pick.
to. You got
Yeah,
to.
he's on my list for sure.
Yeah, that's not a dis because his up the growth that he's had has been I take my hat off to it because at first he was kind of like it's like ah man he's gonna be another Draymond Green. You know what I'm saying? Maybe and I say this with all due respect. I think Draymond Green is so smart, but I thought he was gonna be like kind of building his game off that mode, which is like you got to win a lot and you got to be really smart basketball player.
Yeah.
And I feel like he's put his offensive game together. Now you just got to win. But he's been hooping, man. And I feel like he brings like a toughness to every team he goes to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I like Scotty Barnes, and I know y'all think I hate him. Um, but he's probably an all-star with the way that they've played this year in the East.
He's been an all-star before though. He wouldn't count.
I know, and I'm saying I think he is an all-star, so I'm not I will still say that he's an all-star despite y'all thinking I hate the dude. I
You
don't
do.
dislike Dylan Brooks as much as I don't even dislike Scotty Barnes. It's just he's just awkward to me. Like he feels very like Pascal Siakam, where when I watch him, I'm kind of like, man, I don't know how he does it, but he just gets it done. Where Dylan Brooks, he's not necessarily awkward. I just don't like the gimmick sometimes. But I feel like
Yeah,
the
that's fair.
gimmick is at least being backed up by like high level play as opposed to just like a high level role player. Like this is the first year I
Yeah.
feel like he's been
I,
like I'm the team is counting on me to be the dude, one of the dudes every single night.
and honestly, another dude that was on my list that's a dark horse, OG.
OG.
Yeah.
I've been hearing
Yeah.
I've been hearing some people bring him up. I haven't been following it. I
I
didn't
thought I
know
thought about
He's
him and McHale, but I
OG
just
or
like the
Mikhail,
yeah,
like
numbers
which
aren't quite
one?
there. But I'm like the Knicks are at least getting two. Um,
yeah.
to try to put a third in, I'm like I don't know. Maybe if they were top of the
OG.
East, maybe that might sneak in. But
Yeah.
I feel, and I feel like OG for me, he's always been that guy, like the defensive guy, kind of like that utility guy. But I feel like you can tell his shooting percentage and his shooting has increased and gone in a positive direction. He makes an impact on every game he plays. Like
For
it's
sure.
like OG mess around like without you notice, you'll look up the game and OG got like 20, 30 points. And you like, wait, where the heck did he get 20 points? Like he's kind of been hooping.
Yeah. I probably like when I was looking at the list, I probably wouldn't have him or Mikhail, but I understand where people are getting with both of them. Mikhail, his mid range been crazy, three's been crazy,
Yeah.
and OG just doing it all. That's so for
Yeah.
sure.
He's not he affects the game all across the board.
Yeah, shout out to Keontae George too. I thought Cooper
Mhm.
Flag
yeah,
deserves to be in the conversation eventually.
Yeah,
yeah, it
eventually.
feels a little early. And if they were a better team, I mean, yeah, he's getting better every game, but they're 10 games below 500, and yeah, there's too many dudes that probably would deserve a nod ahead of him this year. But I think it's very feasible next year he could be an all-star. But
Yeah,
Keontae George is hooping for sure.
he hooping.
Yeah.
Well, we know who's not hooping. It is another Phoenix Sun, and it is Mr. Jalen Green himself. I'm not going to say her name tonight, but if you know, you know. Happy New Year.